There are cities in Western Europe that have 200 or 300 first languages. And so what is the strategicness of Western European cities? It's that. They are magnets.
The fact that there's a need for people to know Jesus is across the globe.
I've been a Christian for 4 years, and I know what it's like not having any hope.
Almost every nation on earth is represented in European cities.
People in Europe have been vaccinated towards Christianity.
Someone had asked someone what they, like if they went to church or what they thought about God, and the guy didn't understand the word God. He didn't know what we meant by it.
And so that just kind of like struck me, like, wow, people just seemed lost, you know?
There was a discontent with what we were doing in Detroit. We liked it, but we were like, man, there's something more than this. And all of a sudden, God started to put London on our hearts. We just began to think of some of these university students who we thought had a heart for God and also an interest and a heart for Europe. And when we asked them and we approached them, they were in.
Just a few months before the trip, we were sitting down together and just praying, you know, for different opportunities God might have for us, and this just kind of came up.
God has just divinely orchestrated this trip just for a time in my life.
Yeah, we've both taken trips to Europe before, to the Czech Republic, to Austria, and that kind of started opening our eyes to what's going on in Europe, to just the darkness and the emptiness and the need to bring the gospel.
We're basically coming out of Luke chapter 10, where Jesus sent 70 throughout the scattered villages around Israel. And he said, I'm sending you into these scattered villages, and I want you to prepare them because I'm coming.
Andy had a very big role in my decision to come. And he asked me if I would want to join this team, and I told him, of course, I would love to join this team.
Getting out of my own context, I guess, it makes you look at yourself differently and the world around you differently.
Seeing really his passion for people that just don't know Jesus. Now that I have hope, you know, it just motivates me so much to see people know God and know who Jesus is.
They are out there, they're doing it, and they're making a difference, actually. Yes, this place is dark, but there is a hope that people are open to the idea, and they're open to the possibility of Christ's love.
It was incredible just talking to them and the things God's been teaching them while they've been here, just about learning to be disciples themselves of Jesus that make disciples who will make more disciples.
And it is, in a sense, soil testing, and just asking the question, God, where are you at work? And whose lives are you working in? What are you doing? And we want to join you there. And all of a sudden, we had a group of 12 converging on the city of London, praying for London, thinking and dreaming about what God could do, what God is doing, and just believing that greater things are yet to come.
Greater things have yet to come, and greater things are still to be done in this city. Greater things have yet to come, and greater things have still to be done here.
I love to talk to people and hear their story, and just in a way, if I could, just tell them about the gospel too, how God's been working in my life.
God doesn't want to just transform our lives through the gospel. It really has to be about impacting other people. If I can say it in one word, it's being intentional.
Praying that God would open my eyes to see things the way He sees things, to see people the way He does, and to really be led by the Spirit.
Just sharing yourself with people, and through sharing yourself, you're sharing Christ.
And now that we're here together, we both kind of just look around and we just say, is God calling us here?
Jesus didn't wait for the lame and the sick to come to Him, He went to them. You know, he went out of the cities to where the lepers were, the untouchables, and He embraced them. He went to the tombs where the dead were, and He called them out.
God took all my gifts that I had, you know, that I felt comfortable with, and He called me to do something completely in the opposite direction. And I'm transitioning into this unknown where I've never been affirmed because I've never been there, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know where I'm going, but I know it's right.
People in these times are looking for something better, something new, some other place to get their needs met. They're flocking to Western European cities. And what we're finding is that both economically and socially, There are many people who are bankrupt in the cities. What an incredible opportunity we have in the mix of that to be Christ's hands and feet to people, to bring the gospel.